my furry desktops like I always do. And I leave for my weekend. He comes back from his. And I sit there, working, and you're a terrible person for this.
Dude.
I don't care.
This is actually a really good discussion we're having. I would like to document it a bit.
I don't give a shit. I'll just embarrass myself, it's all good.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to have to ask you to sign a release. If you don't agree, I'm going to have to kill you. That way you can't do it. So. Okay, that's a knife. Please put it on. Okay. Anyway, you were saying.
Anyways. And, we're just working, we're keeping to ourselves because we just don't know each other yet. And he just kind of leans in, and Tom's just one of those people. He's hard to explain. But he leans into me. He's like, your desktop's there? I just kind of looked at him. I was like, I really hate them. I hate them with a passion. And I was like, why? And obviously it was furry backgrounds. It was a tasteful, I think I could probably find it here, but I'm not going to search it. But it was a rave scene with 3 different furries, dancing with their glow sticks.
Obviously safe for work.
Yeah, safe for work. I mean, they were completely disrobed, but there was no base. It wasn't even bulge. It was... But, I was like, oh, you mean the fur, or what? He's like, yeah, I don't like furries at all. I don't like them at all.
No, but why?
He still hasn't given me a huge answer as to why he dislikes furs, but I've really broken him of that. Yeah. But, and I asked him flat out, do you want me to change it? If you want me to change it, I will gladly change it. I don't feel like making anyone uncomfortable. He says, no, go ahead and just leave it. And, we've been working together ever since, and just over time we started talking more and more and more. And he got to the point where he was actually inviting me over to his house to play games, and he flat out told me that he would never invite a furry to his house. But before, he would never have invited a furry to his house, but he's also never met one in person. He's only seen them online, just what he knows of furries.
And I'll admit, actually me in person, so like few can be excluded from the in-person part, but for the most part we're actually very normal. We go to work. Well, most of us.
Yeah, most of us.
Most of us go to work, but in our free time we enjoy doing other things. Video games, Facebook, Twitter, you.
Yeah.
Other than that, we're normal. It's just something we have to enjoy, and that's why it's called a fandom.
Mm-hmm. But like I was getting to, he's gotten to the point where, he's invited me over to his house numerous times. He's actually wanted me to meet his girlfriend a couple times. He's invited me to a party that I ended up going to, and that's the one where I won my own party at the place. And that was great fun. But we are now, through all of our moves being on the mobile team, we're sitting next to each other again. And now I'm in the corner. He's here on my left. I had even more furry artwork and pony artwork and stuff.
No, you're getting that crossover now.
Dude, no. I am the epitome of 2 fandoms in 1, dude. I'm like glowing. Pony, furry. It's terribly awesome. But no, you walk into the mobile department, you know exactly what
that's his desk. That's his cubicle. Over there.
If you can't tell, dude, you're fucking blind. But yeah, he sits to my right, or my left, excuse me. And in fact, he's the one that's got that Rubik's Cube. He's the one trying to teach me to do it. And we're always just, leaning back and forth bullshitting all day. He does not care. Actually, I need to ask him what he thinks of furries now. But I really think his perception has changed, and he finally realizes that we're not these horrible sex mongers that are out raping dogs, or whatever it is he might have thought before.
Like hunched over in the corner masturbating.
Oh, dog cock. Dog cock.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there like that, though. Which is a scary thought. It makes my head hurt.
I know there are. But you know what?
Whatever. You're not personally involved, I hope.
To each their own?
Yeah.
I guess?
Yeah. Actually, this is really weird because before I actually even knew what furry was, because I didn't have the internet or anything, before I was like 16. I had one of my friends before I moved to Arizona when I really first got into the interwebs, where he was like, "Yeah, I really don't like the whole furry thing." And I'm like, eyebrow raise, what? What's a furry? Years later, I'm like, oh, okay, everything makes more sense now that I have the internet. And, you know, after that, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm a furry. Big deal. You know, it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. And, you know, I just really don't pressure anyone into it. I really don't feel like pressuring anyone into anything is right. It just can really do a lot more damage than good. More often than not, it actually does.
Yeah, and it always will with in any case. I mean, every now and again, I'll fool around with the non-fur friend, and I say, "Come on, man, come on, just try it. You might love it. You might like it. You might do it."
Actually, yeah, that's actually something I do.
It's always in jest. It's always in a sarcastic tone. If you're trying to push someone into something that they're not certain of, that's wrong.
And also, more often than not, people fall into the fandom more for the art than anything. Like, that's how I actually really got into it.
Yeah. Did I actually tell you how I got into the fandom?
How?
I
Let's stop recording.